1st October 2010. On this day, the first set of explosives were detonated in Abuja during the 50th independence anniversary. President Goodluck Jonathan and dignitaries from around the world were in attendance. A dozen people were killed and about 2 dozens injured. Barely 2 months later, on the eve of year 2011, another explosion rocked a bear garden and mini market at a military cantonment popularly known as Abacha Barracks in Abuja, leaving 30 dead and scores critically injured. These 2 bomb blasts in 2010 opened up a new era of bombings through 2011 and 2012 in the federal capital and across the northern parts of the country. Some were credited to the Movement for the Emancipation of the Niger Delta, MEND, and majority in the later stages to the Islamic sect Boko Haram.
The effect is much on me because in that incident, I lost 2 of my daughters.
My husband burned, my daughter Lillian burned, Richard Idike burned, Emmanuel Idike burned. Then 2 was left with me.
Gabriel Abu is 17 years old. He was 15 when he was caught up in a bomb explosion at the Mogadishu cantonment on the last day of 2010. Besides other injuries, he lost a limb and is now stuck with an artificial limb that is fast deteriorating.
They employed me for school. Because this is one of the two things that I know from my treatment in the school.
From the United Nations bombing in August 2011, which left 23 dead and 129 injured, and the Manila bombing in December of same year with some 40 persons dead and over 50 injured, are Clement Obi and Ebuka Obiako, who both lost their left eyes.
The worst painful part of it is after the bomb blast and the other thing, them abandoned so many of us in the hospital.
I have to go under or through other surgeries so that the eye will not get rupture.
One thing that remains constant for all these victims, however, is unfulfilled promises by the federal government, which is met by unrelenting hope that good fortune will yet come their way.
We were directed to FCDA that they were the one who were to manage the treatment here in Nigeria, but when we got there, the response we got from them was not encouraging at all.
I'm begging Nigerians to help me in my children's aspect, at least in their education.
Recently, Mr. Henry Oka, the mastermind of the October 1st bombing, where 12 people died, was convicted in South Africa. But that is hardly enough, the victims say. No convictions have been made for other bombings where more than 1,000 have lost their lives in 3 years and a lot more injured and left with indelible scars. These victims are hoping that while efforts are being made to bring justice to them, government will hasten to take a fresh look into their situations, especially those who still require recurring medical checks and treatments that they cannot afford. Omelogo Nadi Channels Television News.